The show you're about to hear contains vulgar language and two very opinionated people. If you don't like their opinion, fuck you.
Q Smooth, Miss Ebony. Q Smooth, Miss Ebony. Let's go. Q Smooth, Miss Ebony. Let's go. Mars and Venus show.
Hey.
What's up, shorty?
Hey. Hey, co-host.
Hey, man, feel like we ain't been on this show for a while here.
And
but
forever.
You ain't never lying. So, we back again with the Mars and Venus show. Of course, this is your boy Q Smooth.
And your girl, Miss Ebony.
So, just want to give you a quick rundown. I did come and visit VA this weekend.
Yes.
On some Black Star Media business. We
Yep.
came to town, did some business meetings and stuff like that. It's productive. And we got our LLC now, baby. Let's get it. Media company. Let's go.
It was so fun. It was so fun. Thanks again.
It was.
Bruh, for coming to town, you and DJ Teflon, because we took care of business and we had fun. It was really, really good bonding together as a company. It felt good.
Absolutely. So, also, I just wanted to know, let everybody know we got new merchandise coming out pretty soon. So be on the lookout for the new merchandise. With that being said, tonight, what are we talking about, sis? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Tonight's topic is dreams versus reality. Let's get into it.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you start this one off. Where you want to go with it?
All right, so let's do it like this.
Okay.
So we all have these drawn up, visions of the person we're supposed to be with, right?
Mm-hmm.
We always dream big and then kind of settle for whatever the fuck falls on the back end of it, right?
Not settle. Hold on.
I mean, really. At the end of the day, it's not settling, but it kind of is, because you're like, I was shooting for this and I didn't get that.
Right.
So what we're gonna talk about right now is how you see something and you know what you think you want versus what you end up with. So let's start with that.
Okay.
So I'll give you a starting point for me.
Okay.
Most men, come out here. They say they want a girl with a super huge booty, real hair, real perky breast, and a flat stomach. Those four things are unrealistic.
Okay.
Highly unrealistic. But in reality, what we really want is somebody that is, in the middle of the spectrum. We can get one or the other, or one of the four. But
not one of the four.
you're not going to get all four. You're not going to get all four. So that's where the dream meets the reality. So like at the end of the day, you meet the person. They missing one of the things you were looking for, but you still date them anyway, right?
Right.
It's weird, right?
Yeah. So let's okay. So women, we usually say we would like him to be tall, muscles, flat chest, flat stomach, washboard stomach, 6 figures, and sometimes no kids. The average woman, you be like, I don't want him to have no kids, I don't have no baby mama, drama, all that, right? But then you end up with, he may not be tall, maybe average height. So, I'm 5'10", so I've dated some guys shorter than me. I'll be tall, and they were short. And then I did end up with my tall guy when I met my husband. 6 figures. You want him in the gym, And truthfully, I'm guilty of that. I used to be like, oh, I want him in the gym with muscles. And I was never in the gym. So
your reality didn't match his dream at that point, or did it?
No, not at all.
So let's take it a step further. All right.
Mhm.
So we always talk about as far as men, we always
Mhm.
talk about how we want our woman to be naturally beautiful
Mhm.
herself, right?
Mhm.
When sometimes it doesn't always end up being the case. Like
Mhm.
not every woman can go out without makeup on and just be naturally beautiful. So some of them need a little bit of enhancement. Some of them need a little bit of enhancement.
Well, I'll say this. I'm not gonna say they can't go without it, but they just don't prefer to go without it, you know. And I'm with you. I hear it all the time. They prefer a woman with no lashes, no weave, no nails, no
man.
body enhancements. And then what's so funny to me, co-host, is the guys say that, right?
Mhm.
And then you see them in a club getting the number of the girl with the 26 inches is not her hair, which is fine. Her lashes is like out to here, you know, her
Mm-mm.
butt is not her butt, and that's fine. But out their mouth, the guys are saying, you know, they want this natural da 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 da. Come on now.
So here's what happens. I think a lot of times we're sold on our outward appearance right away, so we can't really
Right.
tell.
Mhm.
Like unless you're an expert spotter like me, like my eyes.
Oh, you're an
eyes work very
expert.
well.
Okay,
Hell
you're an
yeah.
expert.
So like my eyes work very well.
Mhm.
So me personally, I'll see something and I'll be like, that don't quite look right. Don't quite fit right. That ain't right. And I'm like, okay, that's strike one.
Mhm.
Strike two is I'm like, okay, them look like caterpillars on her face. What are those? You know what I mean? The fuck is that?
Mhm.
And then, you know, when you go to the hair, you're like, oh, I can see the tracks. That's not good. That's not good. That's a red flag.
Not the track. Hey yo, listen, true
If I can
story.
see the mesh, if I can see the mesh on your joint right here, your stylist
Look,
need to be fired
listen.
tomorrow.
I believe in using yourself as an example. Okay. So I'm using myself. I never forget my husband I was dating, right? And I had this wig, and it was like blonde and brown wig. And
I remember it. I remember it.
You remember?
I remember it.
Listen, I had two. Okay,
Oh,
because
Lord.
it's the beginning stages. So he's not gonna know this not my hair. You know, he used to tell me like my hair was pretty. I had good hair. You know, people assume because you know you light skin, you got good hair, which I do have good hair. Okay, but it's not because I'm light skinned. I just have good hair. But and so when we go out, I would have a fresh to death wig, right? We went to bed. I would go in the bathroom and put the bedtime wig. It would be the same wig, but I would put it on with the scarf, bonnet, tie it up real tight, praying to God that thing didn't come off, you know, during certain times of the night. Like, you know, we do what we gotta do.
Oh my God. I'm so weak over here. I can't. Oh shit.
But you know what? Now,
Sorry.
listen.
That's just
I'm still a pretty girl without my weaves and without my wigs, right?
Mhm.
But it's just what I prefer. And it must be what he prefer, because guess what? That's how he met me, you know, and that's what he was attracted to. So like, y'all gotta let that go with this. It's nothing wrong with, hey, because there's a lot of natural hair sisters out here. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go natural. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But y'all gotta start saying y'all don't want these women to have these weaves, and come on. You're looking at the woman, she got weaves. You know, that butt is not hers. Those breasts are not hers.
Listen. All right. So look, a lot of times the dream is sold on first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the great push-up bra, and you're like, ooh, them joints sitting up nice tonight.
Sitting up nice, perky titties. Yeah.
Perky. And then you
don't you do it.
I'm going to. And reality sinks in, and gravity pulling them joints down to the floor. It's a wrap.
But you know what? It didn't stop you. You didn't put her out, did you?
Nah.
Right, exactly.
Nah, I'm not gonna turn down
right
you coming over and getting naked. That's fine.
Right. And like, okay, so all women, I don't care who you are, all women have said, like, I want 12 inches. He gotta have 12 inches. He gotta be this long. And then the guy that you end up with, even if he's a nice size, he's not this long. And truthfully, we really don't want this long. You know what I mean? You really do not want it to be this long. You don't want 12 inches. He pulling out your ovaries. He pulling out your fallopian tubes. You're not enjoying yourself. Let's just be real. You're not. Like, ladies, we got to stop saying that. We got to stop saying we want horse dick. Because you don't. You do want a nice guy to fill you up on the inside, but you do not want that. But that's what we say.
Yeah,
and then we do not end up.
It's
and
not,
some
it's
women,
not a fun time. It's
no judging, fellas. No judging, ladies, because some of you all have this at home. Little dingling, little baby dick. It's okay. You know what I mean? But stop saying that he got a hot ass, and you know he ain't got that. And then this is the kicker. So for my friends, I always find out, not because I asked, but when the relationship is over, that's when they dogged him in. That little dick man.
But you was with him for 5 years.
What? But I thought he was like this, sis.
She lied.
I thought he was like this.
She lied. She lied to you. Her dream was not her reality.
Her dream was not her reality.
Was not her reality. But when you go back to that part of it, let's think about it from the standpoint of, okay, all right, we got past the superficial stuff, right?
Right.
We got past the stuff we can see.
Right.
So what we're going to do on the next segment, we're going to get into a little bit more detail about the things that we set in our mind. But hold that thought. We'll be right back. The next track you're going to hear is my man Tracy Lee, the Jermaine Harsoul, and we got Butter Soft, baby.
Butter Soft. Right back. Stay tuned.
1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. See, this that lean, man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See, this is what separates us from everybody else, you dig? 1, 2, 1, 2. You know I love these grooves. 1, 2, 1. Yo, Jay. Let's get them. Something butter soft for the summer. Got a whole summer loss to recover. Stacked all 20 long for this come up. With jars of the sea moss in the cupboard. No dealing with gringos this summer. It's Julio mojitos met with the umbrellas. Yeah, my whole vibes, a whole vibe. Armor all-wheel drive. We outside with all these women. You tripping. Bro, you better shoot your shot, no Ben Simmons. I would juggle 3-4 tops for Ben finish. Ain't no woman like the one I got, but she get it, man. Listen, let's get it.
So if your leather's blood is off, tell shorty I know what you want. We'll keep the moed pouring on. Then we gon' party till the dawn. So if your leather's blood is off, tell shorty I know what you want. We'll keep the moed pouring on. Then we gon' party till the dawn.
Winter, fall, either or, you would love us. Catch me in the butter soft with the butters. Pomade, dark fade, Swiss with the cluster. No flex, just a haberdasher of a hustler. But she don't find resolve with my lump sum. No, see, they be more enthralled by my customs, like exchange math, so we can get in sync for a few drinks and laughs. Follow with a bottle of cab and DoorDash. Dispensary with the D'Angelo anthology, final on blast. Giving you the cheat code. We out the league, so I owe it as a double OG to pay it forward. Let's go.
So if your leather's blood is off, tell shorty I know what you want. We'll keep the moed pouring on. Then we gon' party till the dawn. So if your leather's blood is off, tell shorty I know what you want. We'll keep the moed pouring on. Then we gon' party till the dawn. Macy, Lee, and DC, Jermaine, and Trey Lee, yeah, Jay and Trey Lee. Macy, Lee, and DC, Jermaine, and Trey Lee, yeah, Jay and Trey Lee. Macy, Lee, and DC, Jermaine, and Trey Lee, yeah, Jay and Trey Lee. Macy, Lee, and DC, Jermaine, and Trey Lee, yeah, Jay and Trey Lee. So if you're leather's blood is off, tell shorty I know what you want. We'll keep the moed pouring on. Yeah, we gon' party till the dawn. So if your leather's blood is off, tell shorty I know what you want. We'll keep the moed pouring on. Yeah, we gon' party till the dawn.
That was my man Tracy Lee.
We was
Wayne
jamming.
Hostel, man. We was over here jamming, having a good time in the chat with y'all. Yo, y'all are a mess. Okay.
Look, we
I'm
gotta
not
go.
gonna comment
Listen,
on. Nope,
we got no. Let's do
Go
it.
ahead, sis,
Let's
go
do
ahead.
it.
You do it. You do it. You do it.
Listen,
You do
I
it.
told y'all last show, the whole show my favorite part, right? But I love going to the chat during the commercial breaks. Okay, so let's get it. Somebody in the chat, we won't call out no names, said, "Little wee wees matter." Is that what she said? What did she say?
She did. She said
I ain't make that up. She said, "Little wee
it was
wees
real.
matter."
It was real. It was real.
Somebody said, listen in the chat was like, "Little wee wees are unacceptable." Hell nah. Somebody said, "Well, okay, we don't have to have 12 inches, 11.5. You know, we're gonna compromise. Take off a half an inch. We're gonna compromise." Thank you again, everyone who is tuned in tonight watching this live. Okay, we appreciate you. And check this out. We're gonna do this real quick. So before we jump into the second segment, if you are up here tonight, please go to our YouTube page, The Mars and Venus Show. Like and subscribe and share. Stop being selfish. Share this group, share our Facebook group with others. Okay, let's get into it.
Please.
Second segment. You ready?
All right. Hell yeah. Of course. So let's talk about the unrealistic standards, right?
Let's go. Let's go.
So we'll talk unrealistic standards and double standards. All right?
Okay.
So you have all these things that you're looking for.
Mhm.
You have all these things that you have envisioned.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes they're unrealistic because you are not meeting those standards yourself.
Talk about it. Talk about it, co-host.
So let's go. Like we talking about 6 figures earlier, right?
Right.
You working for a dude that got 6 figures, but here you are out here on unemployment or
Okay.
talk
about it.
housing assistance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, come on, yo, be real.
Talk about it. Keep it.
Where are you gonna go to meet a dude
Listen,
that makes 6 figures? Where?
No, not because they out here, okay?
No,
But
I'm saying,
he making 6
are you
figures, and he's gonna be okay with, accepting where you're at, and it's okay. Let's back all the way up. We are okay with people not being rich, or it's okay if you're in housing, but your standards are it's unrealistic, like my co-host said. Okay, you cannot be a housing authority and you out here looking for somebody with 6 figures. You cannot be talking about he gotta have 2-3 jobs and you don't have a job, sis. Okay, well let's reverse it, because these brothers do it too. These men do it too. They want this woman. They want her this good tail job. They want her to make bank, right? And I'm gonna flip it. He got a good job, but his money don't match up because he got so much debt. Okay, so here he is. He making $75,000 a year, but you can't tell like he making $18,000 because his check being garnished. Okay, he got so much child support coming out that he don't look like he making. So but I'm with you. I got one. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. You want a man or a woman with no kids, and you got kids.
How does that work?
I'm not saying you can't have a list, right? We all have a list of what we want and what we expect, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it's unrealistic to be like, I don't want to date a woman or a man with kids, and you have kids, and especially depending on what age group you in. Okay,
right.
It's hard. It's hard, you all. Not saying they're not out here, but it's hard. 40 and up, you looking for somebody with no kids, like none.
So I'll be the unicorn in the room.
Go ahead.
I don't have any kids.
Mm-hmm.
My expectations are this.
Mm-hmm.
If you have kids, make sure they're taken care of. That's it.
I like that.
So my standards is going to be, if you have children, they need to be taken care of before I come in the picture, and I can enhance it if I'm there for a while, right?
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Now I've been knowing you for some years. At one particular time, you preferred a woman with no kids, but would you say that may have changed now because you're older? We met in our 20s. You know what I mean? We met a long time ago.
Yeah.
So would you say that as you got older, you changed and said, okay, I will accept a woman with a child or two, but they have to be well taken care
of? I would say that my standards have changed. Yes. So my unrealistic expectation was to meet a woman with no kids that was down for me and everything like that. But it's been few and far between that happens. So
right.
I've adjusted my standards over.
Okay, go ahead.
So the thing that makes it different is like I know that sometimes it's hard to see past the kids up front.
Okay.
Because, like, prime example, I met a woman that has kids that are grown, but like it doesn't fit the same mold, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Versus kids that are smaller or younger.
Okay.
If you just had a kid, you know, like spitballing here, like 6 months to a year, I'm not gonna date you.
No, I don't think nobody should. Get her time.
I'm not gonna date you.
That's too
I need
fresh.
you to get
And I'm a
to- I
woman.
need you to
That's
get-
too fresh. I'm not saying she can't date, but hey, it's too early to get in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. Then,
Mhm.
like, I hear this all the time, right?
Mhm.
Like, they want this woman or this man with a credit score of 750, right? But if we pull that credit report, they down here at 400, 500, 550, 600. You're not 750. But on your list, your partner got to have a 750, 800. I think that's unrealistic. You know, because of course, if they are open to showing you where they're at with their credit, they're going to know where your credit stands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. So, again, when we go back to that part of it, like these are things that come up, and again, the standards are really, really not even on
Right.
both sides.
Mm-mm.
Like, so we always looking at it from our lens, of course. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you insight into mine now.
Okay. Go
So, a couple of years ago, I met this woman.
ahead. Okay.
Now, she was making bank, like literally, she made my paycheck look like nothing. And I was like, I'm okay with that because I wasn't coming in not bringing anything. I had my own stuff. She had her own stuff.
Right. Okay.
Now the reality was, you're not gonna treat me like
I'm sorry. I'm with you. Go ahead.
You're not gonna treat me like less of a man because I make.
You're not gonna put me down. You're not gonna put me down.
You're not gonna put me down because I make my own money. I didn't ask you. I
I asked you to take care of me. Yeah. Go ahead.
I asked you to be, a partner.
That's right.
Like, and then get me up to your level so I can get there.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't always work that way. So like the standards have to be even. That's all we're saying, guys. You have to kind of you do make adjustments as you grow. You do make adjustments as you start to experience different things.
Mm-hmm.
My life experience, with the 39 plus years that I've been on this earth, has taught me to view things as, steps. You can't have all of these expectations unrealistically, right. And then when you get to the product, you're like, oh damn, I fucked up.
Yeah, I got one.
I ain't getting none of it.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Oh, I dropped it.
How you drop it? Come on.
It was right there. What was it? Okay, so we talked about Oh, I got it.
Oh, I gotta put a pin in this one.
Good. Guys are good to be like, yo, I want a woman. I want her to be independent. Like you want her to have this good job. You want her to take care of herself. You want her to be independent. And then you want her to be all this independency. And then when she hook up with you, you want her to take her little independency and drop it on down and be submissive and listen to you and take your, like, you want to be in control. That's unrealistic, okay? It's nothing wrong with a woman in her independency, but stop looking for these women. You keep talking, stop, okay? These women out here that's been single for years and they've been holding it down and taking care of. They don't. So you when you get with them, you have to go slow. You can't get with them and trigger them. Talking about now you want her to be submissive. You want to control what she do.
Is that your new word? Is that your new word for 2022? Trigger.
Yeah, you learned that this past weekend.
Yeah, because she done said that joke like 100,000
times.
So
listen.
But anyway.
Okay, I'm in the mental health field, and that is one of the words in the mental health field. Okay, and it's kind of just rolled. It kind of left the office and went home with me, and everybody in my life is tired of hearing it. But yeah, you done triggered her. Okay.
Okay. So on the flip side of that coin. So you meet this man. Y'all kind of match. Y'all kind of evenly match.
Okay.
Now, you set the expectation at first that the man can't have kids more than one by two different women or whatever, So the man comes in with two kids from previous relationships. One's 7, one's 2. How do you approach that? When you said your standards were, I don't want him to have two different kids, two kids by two different women. Right? How do you approach that? So my thought process on that is you have to kind of really start to, like you said, like somebody said in the chat, you have to reevaluate what you're looking at.
Right.
Because if he's taking care of his kids and they don't really interfere with the things that you got going on, then it shouldn't matter. But we have the double standard. We as men will look down on a woman that has multiple baby daddies, of course, because we looking at it like, this ain't right, sis. What's going on? Or you just being reckless, or was some accidents happening or whatever.
I'm sorry. You being reckless. Go ahead, because I got something for that part.
You know what I'm saying? So like, we have these standards, but again, they change. So like for me, I started to like really look at the situation as it was, and I didn't judge. I just said that it wasn't for me, because I'm coming into a situation where I can control whether I go into the situation or not. That's right.
True. That's true.
So if we messing around, we having sex, we doing this, and things get a little twisted, serious wise. I don't think like, if we're not having that conversation, then it's not really realistic for me, right? So I think we should have that conversation first. Okay,
so I'm so glad you said that, because you will meet these men out here to be like, I don't want her to have 2, 3, or one, or more than one baby daddy, right? But like, the reason why that triggers me is because okay, I'm gonna stop saying it. But check this out. Real talk. The same brothers that are doing that, transparency. Y'all know how we are on the show. They running up in chicks raw.
Exactly.
And truthfully, they should have 2, 3 kids them damn selves. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. Their sperm is either A, weak, 2, God has saved them, 3, whatever the case may be. Okay.
Thank you, Jesus.
But like, I feel like if for real, like, I feel like if you have that concept, you should definitely be a brother that's strapping up. And a lot of the brothers like, I don't want her to have all these kids, but you done ran in the last 3 partners raw. So those really were your 3 baby mamas.
Pretty much.
Sometimes it's an abortion, sometimes it's a miscarriage, and she ain't told you about it, or abortion, y'all agreed upon it. You know what I'm saying? Or she's just not fertile. It's not always the man. She's just not fertile. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you do, it's nothing wrong with us all being different. But if you have that concept of, I don't want to date a woman with multiple kids, you should definitely be a brother that's strapping up. Because if not, you may not date her, but you sleep with her, you be that 3rd or 4th baby daddy.
I'm sorry. The chat is going crazy right now.
The chat is going crazy.
But okay, all right. So realistically, you're right. We have to own our part of it. We have to be realistic in the things that we put out. So the energy you want is the energy you put out, and then that you'll receive that energy back. So therefore, unrealistic standards are something that we both deal with on each side of the spectrum.
Right.
But sometimes it just goes way left, and I'm like, why the fuck are we here at this point? Like, what's happening? But with that being said, hey DJ, you got a song for us real quick? I think we moving a little fast tonight, but we're gonna go with Trillery Banks. Come over me yard.
Come over me yard.
Now, hey guys, listen. Now, I'm telling you, this joint is about to pop off. So
stay tuned.
If your lady in the building with you, you might want to go ahead and get the dance on real quick.
Yes. Hey, it's that twerk song. Get it.
We'll be back.
Twerk slow. Twerk slow.
Tu as vu comme on va bien. Tu as vu comme on va bien. Tu as vu comme on va bien. Une poussée comme un mille. Tu as vu comme on va bien. Tu as vu comme on va bien. Tu as vu comme on va bien. Une poussée comme un mille.
Real hot gal, me na regular. Enough man a ring off the cellular. Ring. Make sure you're not dead enough. Tell him send me wicked in a bed enough. If I fling it pon him, if I fling it pon him. He wanna take me shopping, wanna take me foreign. Anytime I call, got the nigga running. Got him coming for a piece of the pudding. I fi come back so the thing good. Make sure say you can't fling wood. Money I fi run when we link up. If you take care of the kitty, everything good. Pretty girl from England, name ring bells, ding dong. Beat up the pussy like King Kong. Then watch on me fling it back like ping pong. Wow. I'm me yard. Come over me yard. fi come over. I'ma show him round like a chauffeur. Follow me. Then it's back shots on the sofa. Body just a wine like soca. Slim, thick, trilly, body set good, pretty like Lily. My thing up, flow too illy. Looking like money must be worth a couple millies. Anytime you see me, bag a man a run down this. Get any man me want, me no run down dick. Might catch me in a Benz with a London chick. Hot like fire, me a bun down this, girl. Walk out, cause your ting up. Sit and print out, cause the ting buff. Beer man a dead for the zoom. Anywhere me go, man want trillery. Boom.
You want to come over me yard?
On me yard.
You want to come over me
Come
yard?
over me yard.
You want to come over me yard? Bring your pussy, come at me yard.
Fling it on
You
him.
want to come over me yard?
Come now.
You want to come over me yard?
On me yard.
You want to come over me yard?
I'ma fling it pon him. I'ma fling it pon him.
18, yep. Down to 14.
I'ma fling it pon him.
Hey, Trillery Banks, baby.
She was killing it, y'all.
And listen, I don't know what she put in that trap music that she just had on there for. But Jesus.
Hey, yo, shout out
I was
to
watching the
her.
video. I was watching the video live both ways. I was watching it on Facebook and I was watching it on here.
Yo, I done straight told my husband, yo, we about to book a hotel and do a music video. I'm ready. Producer.
So you telling me?
Producer.
So you telling me I gotta bring my computer? I gotta bring my camera and shit and set it up for y'all so y'all can do
Let's
it.
go. Okay.
Anyway, so man, let's talk about this last part.
Okay.
Whew. Okay. So we talked about dreams and reality and the whole course of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about reality versus acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So
let's do it. Accept what you
accept.
have.
So I'm coming at this from a single man's perspective,
Okay.
of course. So the one thing I can appreciate is a person that is self-aware, aware that they might not check off all the boxes for other people. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I do say that I probably don't check off the boxes for everybody because I'm a different type of dude. I'm not gonna chase you too far, and I'm not gonna expect you to chase me. I need us to be equally, matched.
Okay.
But what we have to realize is that we need to accept that some of the things that we're looking for will not be what we get.
Right.
So for a long time, I'll admit this, and this again is me using me as a personal experience.
You're transparent.
I am transparent with this part.
Okay.
I had a thing where I wouldn't date a certain complexion of women. I wouldn't. And this is a transparent moment.
Okay.
This
No
is my younger
judgment.
years.
Hey, remember, everyone, we're not judging. This is a non-judgment zone.
In my younger years, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I really realized that I was selling myself short because like there's some beautiful different shades. Of
Shades. There you go. Don't tell them what shade. Don't tell them that.
I ain't gonna tell them.
No, don't do that. We don't want to trigger them.
But I also realized it was a part of my growth and maturity process.
That's right.
So I accepted certain standards for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I set those standards, and when I date, I look for certain things. So I just realized that I was going about it all wrong. I was alienating a whole nother spectrum of women that I missed.
Okay, that's right.
So,
like seriously, all of us, we watch the celebrities, we got our TV shows, and we are looking at these characters because that's who they are. They're characters on TV, and we are looking at their bodies and their physique and the way they're made up, and we're like, oh yes, that's what I want. That's what I want, and it's okay to want that, but if you are already,
I'm sorry.
Where you at?
Yeah,
You in the chat. Yeah, I know you in the chat. If you are already dating and you are already in a relationship, appreciate what you have. Because I'm gonna tell you what I found out. Okay, I've talked to some people, and I've even been guilty of it, where you start talking about some different things that your mate is missing. Like you may be like, oh, you want them to do this, you want them to do that. but you're not lining up with the expectations of what you want. And then two, let's just put it out there, right? If you are with someone right now and they are carrying some extra pounds, and when you got with them, they was carrying those extra pounds. Don't get in this. Don't now, year 5. You're like, baby, I need to drop 100 pounds. Because, like, for real, when you got with them, they were carrying those extra pounds. So, like, be careful, tread lightly, because stop looking at your friends, mate. Stop looking at TV. Stop looking at all these celebrities. Stop looking at Cardi B with her nice shape. For those who think, that she has a nice shape, and then you're looking at your partner at home. Stop. Appreciate what you got. Go ahead, Cole.
Here's what happens. Dream versus reality we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I know from a single man standpoint, what my feed shows me every day on Instagram, Facebook, on Twitter, is a bunch of, I don't know if they're liposuction type of women or Dr. Miami bodies or whatever they are, but that's all I see. I don't see the natural beauty of the sisters. So my mind is programmed to look for those things, but in reality, they're not just walking around every day.
Right.
Like you gotta be in a certain area for those things, or you have to be in a certain tax bracket for that type of shit.
Say that. And then it's more than just the appearance. Like when you're thinking about a long-term relationship, right? It's more than just the physical. You want their mental to be healthy. You want their health, to be right. You want it's so much more. Do you connect with them? Because looks come and go. You know what I mean? In my 12 years, I probably have looked like 5 different people. My 12 years of being married to my husband, you have. I probably no, but you know what I'm saying? So like looks come and go, you look good, you don't look good, you look real good, you don't, like me myself, I've lost probably like 150 pounds, right? So, but what I can't do is now that I've lost all this weight is just attack my husband and be like, you gotta get to the gym, lose that weight, you know what I'm saying? Like seriously.
So think about it like
what you have.
So think about it like this. Like what you realize is you're with who you with because you made certain adjustments to what you were looking for. Enjoy it, be grateful, be happy that you're in love if you're in love. But what I do not want you to do as a man, woman, or whatever you want to be called at this point, do not settle because you think that there's nobody out there that can match with you.
Now with you on that. Yes.
Because at the end of the day, when you start to settle, you're not happy.
That's true.
You run the gamut of being so unhappy that you turn this shit toxic between you and a person that could have been a good friend versus a partner.
Like a booty call.
Yeah, because
that's what he mean by friend. That's what he mean. Ladies, for everyone who don't know.
That is not it.
But check this out.
That was not it.
He mean a booty call. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, now you messed up the damn thought. Crazy ass.
A good friend, right? The friends me. But so like real talk, I done messed up my own thought because I've been waiting to say booty call. But
I know you were. I know you were.
Booty call. But like
you haven't had a show where you can say that for a while.
I haven't, like all season. We could wrap up the seasons. I had to hurry up get that out. Booty call. Like for real, okay. But like it's more to it than just the physical. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna say what it is too. A lot of times I'm gonna just say it, y'all. And this is for some of y'all that are listening. And I want you to receive this with love. Some of you all have these long lists of expectations and everything that you want. And now that you're in these relationships and you're being picky, or let's say you're dating, you're being real picky, and truthfully, you're unhappy with yourself. I feel like it's okay to have your list, but have a list for yourself. Make a list of you, okay, and what you bring to the table and what you can offer that person that you are dating. Because a lot of times when a person is like, especially the ones in these relationships, they start finding everything wrong with the person they with or that they're dating. A lot of times they have some things going on within themselves. So I say before you start presenting this list to whoever you're dating, work on yourself. Make sure you match whatever you asking for them to bring. Like that is so important. You know what I mean? But I will say, I gotta say this. Now I know this is not segment 3, but it's been on my mind. Okay.
Why are you trying to jump scare? It is segment 3.
I know it's segment 3, but this is not how it was planned. So I'm gonna tell you, it's segment 3.
I got it.
Everything does not have to match up. And I'm gonna say this, and I hope this does not trigger anyone. It's okay if you got sleep apnea and you don't want to be with somebody with sleep apnea. It's okay, because somebody got to watch out for the other person on the machine. No laugh. I'm for real. Like
I got it.
It's okay if you don't want to be with somebody with high blood pressure because you got it. It's okay, because what we can't do, that insurance, especially if you get married, can you imagine that insurance bill? Mm-hmm. Both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, some areas, it's okay to say, look, I had this, especially when it comes to health. It's okay if you are in a wheelchair and you prefer to have somebody that's not in a wheelchair. And this is not joking a matter. It's okay because you want... It's okay.
What the heck is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's okay. Like,
what the hell is wrong with you?
They're gonna shut us down because I just imagine 2 people in a wheelchair. Like, it's okay if you want your partner to not be in a wheelchair. It's okay if you want your partner to not be a diabetic.
What is
wrong with Because somebody has to be strong in the health area to watch what y'all eating. You know what I'm saying? So
what is wrong with my co-host? Get it together.
But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the health, because I know the whole time we've been saying, like, you can't expect this if you can't bring this. Yeah. But when it comes to the health, it's okay if you want your partner to be a little healthier than you. You do not have to say, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. We're not saying, like, if you got diabetes or you got high blood pressure, you got sleep apnea, or you got one leg, you got to look for somebody with one leg. You don't have to do that. Okay. Now, don't be too high now, because I done met some clients. That's a whole nother story. But
anyway, get back to let's get back. Let's delve back.
Okay.
Because the chat
that's what we at. I'm sorry, y'all.
The chat thinks you're crazy at this point. They have no idea what the hell's wrong with you. I know what's wrong with you, but I'm not gonna tell them what's wrong with you.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. But I appreciate what you got.
So when we fall short of the reality of the things that we shoot for, mm-hmm. we have to understand that the person that you got is still a human being. You have to appreciate them. You have to make them feel wanted. You have to make them feel loved. You have to make them. You have to show them that it's not about the things that you thought your superficial mind was telling
mm-hmm.
you wanted. So you have to kind of. You have to again self-evaluate. If it's not a situation for you, don't create the situation.
Right.
Don't create the situation and then expect a different result.
And don't waste their time. Don't be with these people 5 to 10 years and now you decided you can't be with this person because they're 5'5". I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you want somebody 6 feet. Like, seriously, you gotta appreciate what you have, because I'm gonna tell you what will happen. If you're with that brother, this for my ladies, if you're with that brother and you know that wherever he's working at, he is working the hell out of that job. He working 2-3 jobs to provide and to do what he got to do for you, those kids, for that family. You mess around and you leave him because everything else lines up. He's faithful. He smells good. He pleases you in the bedroom. He's committed to the family, but he doesn't make where you want him to make income wise. You mess around and leave him because of something simple as that. And you leave, and then guess what? He elevates in life. Now, I will say this. I'm not saying that wherever appreciate what you got, but I'm not saying in the relationship you should not elevate, okay? I'm not saying if you, like, let's co-host. Let's say me and you dating, right?
Right.
It would never happen because you're my brother. I'm just saying. You making 20,000, I'm making 20,000, and this is 2,000. Now 2010 get here, and now I'm making 40,000, and you're still making 20. Mm-hmm. I don't think it'll be right for me to be like, I'm up here and you're down there. I think the right thing will do to motivate you, but I don't think that you should just have the mindset of you just gonna stay down here at 20,000.
Nah, but that's what happens though. You leave the brother that was making 20,000.
Yeah.
When he elevates, he starts making 40, 50, 60,
Mhm.
70,000. But
Mhm.
you don't realize that you cut that off at this
Yeah.
point. So
Mhm.
for my brothers as well, like fellas, don't cut these women off based off of superficial things
Mhm.
because nobody's perfect.
That's right.
They're all gonna have something.
Mhm.
We're all gonna have something.
We're all gonna
on
have
both,
something.
on both sides that
Mhm.
we don't agree with.
Mhm.
The key is making sure that you are being respectful and not wasting these people's time
That's
and,
it.
and just valuing the connection. If you connect with a person on a different level, whether it's friendship, relationship, whatever it is, like those things matter. Those are what makes us different from
That's
every
right.
other species on this earth.
Mhm.
So me being an asshole right now, though,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this, brothers. If she was getting with you first, before you started making that 75,000, 100,000, or whatever it was, and then she just disappears, she met a cat that made 300,000.
Mm.
That's it. I'm just I'm only kidding.
I got one more.
Go ahead.
Would appreciate, right? Ladies and gentlemen, you know, as friends, we share different things, right? Stop. Okay, like as friends, you share stuff. So you're like, girl, he is not like oh my God, he's blowing my back out 7 days a week. You know what I mean?
What kind of conversations y'all having?
I'm just saying, like, these are not my friends. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it happens in the world.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
And then at home, he's not blowing your back out 7 days a week. Like, it's okay. I'm not saying that you should not be sexually satisfied, but you were satisfied until you heard this story from your BFF that she was getting her back blown out 7 days a week. And the same thing for fellas. Y'all have y'all little guy time cigars, and then you find out that your partner, your boy, is getting head every night. And now it triggered you because your woman is only going down to you 2-3 days a week. Like, stop. You were okay with the 2-3 days a night. And we got to stop looking at TV. We got to stop listening to these stories of our friends and our family members. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop making up stories in our own mind. Like, for real, it is so important to appreciate, like, for real, before you go to your partner complaining about something you feel like they're not bringing to the table, really sit and think about everything else. You know what I mean? Because what you don't want to do is now you make them feel like they're not good enough, and you open the door for one, for them to step out on you, or two, they leave your ass because they're like, you're not happy with me anyway. Come out. You know what I mean? Bye.
Anyway, so again, we're talking about appreciation and acceptance. Appreciation and acceptance. We keep those things in mind, and we also want to make sure that we're actually giving those things that we want. So if you want love and passion, understanding, affection,
yes,
you want those things, give it out to the person that you wanted to be with.
Yeah, show your partner what you want.
Because at the end of the day, you'll end up in a situation where you're alone.
That's
and
right.
You're regretting the time that you could have done that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, in my singleness, I love it, I enjoy it, but companionship is needed from time to time. That's it. That's real talk.
not from time to time.
First of all, I don't need you to invade my space all the time. That's not.
We're
not together.
Single ladies out there from time to time. Jump in DM.
Whatever. Do not jump in my DMs. Don't listen to my co-host. She been drinking. That one over there been drinking.
Not over there. Over there.
She's over there. Whatever.
Listen, co-host, I'm gonna put it out there. One of these shows, if it's not Mars of Venus, it's gonna be the Layers of Fat. We are doing a show where we are hooking you up and going on a couple dates.
You're not gonna do it. DJ. DJ. Anyway, we're gonna jump off into Aya Kareem, City on Lockdown. This kind of resonates with me because at the beginning of the pandemic, you know, I was in the house by myself for 2 years almost. Man, I've been here. So I'm not saying I'm her. I'm just saying I've been in this situation where the city's been locked down and I ain't been doing shit. So here we go. Whole city on lockdown. Let's go.
Stay tuned.
We'll be back.
decide if I'm gonna stay. Pick up the phone, I'm all alone. Should I go home or should I wait? Don't wanna turn around and say goodbye. This situation got me stressing out. Nothing can change this, I wish I could change it. It's out of our hands. Whole city on lockdown. When will I see you again? Tonight I gotta fly out, yeah. If only I could take you with me. We would take our love overseas. I'm feeling right when it's you and me. Whole city on lockdown, yeah. Can't let it go. I'm here without you, losing control. Guess I'm leaving soon. I just can't take it no more. Wish you walked through the door, I could hold you and never let go. Don't wanna turn around and say goodbye. This situation got me stressing out. Nothing can change this, I wish I could change it. It's out of our hands. Whole city on lockdown. When will I see you again? Tonight I gotta fly out, yeah. If only I could take you and me. We would take our love overseas. I'm feeling right when it's you and me. Whole city on lockdown, yeah. Yeah. Whole city on lockdown. When will I see you again? Tonight I gotta fly out, yeah. If only I could take you with me. We would take our love overseas. I'm feeling right when it's you and me. Whole city on lockdown, yeah.
Are we back in the building? Oh,
We
man.
back.
Damn.
I like
That's-
that
I
song.
was in the vibe. I ain't gonna lie. I was in the whole. The only thing I was missing. The only thing I was missing was my instant and my notebook to write some poems at this point.
Because look, I heard about that whole instant you had going on when you did your solo show. I heard about that. I heard you was looking fresh. I heard you had your drink. You know what I'm saying? Instant. I said, okay,
Of course. So, like, I had to do it for the ladies at that point because I knew the fellas weren't going to support me that night because all the ladies wanted to hear my answers. And so I dressed up a little bit, put a little beard on in my joint real quick, had a little shiny.
Okay.
But I really hope that everybody enjoyed both of the solo shows because I mean, like literally, we
They were
had.
dope.
Oh, really though?
What?
Are you reading the ticker? You're not reading the ticker. You're not reading the ticker. So just in case y'all didn't know, my birthday is the 29th of January.
Yes.
I'll be 40 years old.
Woo! The big 40. Let's go.
Man. So just because I wasn't supposed to make it here, man, like real talk, I am grateful and I am blessed to be here. So if you guys want to, start sending gifts and cash apps and dinners and lunch, your boy's all open for it. Just
you're open for that.
But if y'all want
before we go any further,
if y'all want to come to DC to hang out with the fam, come to DC, come to Baltimore, hang out with your boy, get a drink with him, smoke a cigar with him.
No, look at the band. I
see that. Hey,
that's bad. Stop producers. We gotta love them.
Hey Teflon, I'm gonna choke you after the show.
But you know what? For you to be ready to turn 40 is not old anyway. Okay, let's just say that 40 is not old. But bruh, you look good. You look good.
I appreciate it.
And we gotta give a shout out to the Jowls. I think of that last name. Wendell and Kim Zhao's anniversary is
Happy
tomorrow.
anniversary,
Happy
guys.
wedding anniversary, guys.
Happy 4
Shout
years,
out.
baby. Is it 4 years?
Yes.
Dog? 4 years?
Faithful,
right.
faithful listeners.
I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And again, congratulations on making it 4 years.
And we got one more.
Who that?
Last but not least, shout out to the queen of the Clintons, my mother-in-law, my mother-in-love, because she don't like mother-in-law. Mother-in-love. Today is her birthday. Shout out to you, Mom.
Happy
Dukes.
birthday, Mom Dukes.
Happy
Love
birthday
you.
all
Love
the
you.
way to Mississippi. Happy birthday. Love you.
The sip, baby. The sip's in the building.
And for anyone else whose birthday is this month, happy birthday to you all.
Team Aquarius all day. Me and Sis over here. Anthony
Yay.
Teflon Don. Actually,
Yay,
Teflon
next
Don's
month.
birthday. Yeah, Team Aquarius,
I'm
baby.
the 8th, and he's the
I'm the
TJ
29th.
Teflon,
He's the 13th.
Yeah. and I'm
Is
the
it the 5th?
8th. Yeah.
Is it
I'm
13th?
the 8th. Come on now, bro.
I thought his was
I'm
the
the 18th.
13th.
He's the 13th. I'm the 8th.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, let's go.
You
Let's
need to
get
put
it.
the wine. You need to put the wine down.
This is cranberry. I mean, not cranberry.
Cran
Cider.
apple. Is it apple cider?
I couldn't even lie. I was like, this is.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Woo.
we've been talking all night, and this is the show before the last show before we shut down for the season. What I want to say to you right now is it has been a hell of a ride, man. Like,
Yeah.
we've been on this journey together. So, before we get into the last show, I want to say how much I appreciate you inviting me to host the show with you. Because
thank
at the
you,
end of the
bro.
day, at the end of the day, we've been through some trials and tribulations together as a family. And I want to say I appreciate the Black Star Media fam.
Yes.
All of our sponsors, we'll get to them later, but you guys have provided a spark in the Black Star Media team to get this thing done and keep going. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for a lot of content. But sis, guess what? You know what time it is. Come on now. Peel back the layers for me, baby.
Go back the layers. My favorite part of the show, even though I keep saying it, the whole show is my favorite, right? So check this out. So in this show tonight, during this show, we have talked about dreams versus reality. Segment 1, what did we talk about, co-host? We talked about what you prefer over what you have. Then we dived into unrealistic co-host, you're not paying attention.
Unrealistic standards.
Okay, and then 3, I appreciate what you have. Okay,
But you didn't ask. I thought you were gonna do it by yourself. You didn't ask.
I'm doing it, but I need you to listen to this.
I'm listening. I'm just looking at the chat. I was
Okay.
looking at the
I
chat.
need everyone in the chat.
I
Okay,
was in the
so your
chat.
kids
See,
are
I'm in the
quiet
chat.
now
Look, I'm in the
because I
chat.
need you all to listen to this part right here. Okay, put the dogs away, put the kids away. No, really. Seriously, when it comes for all my single folks, okay, it's okay to have a list. We all have a list. We are not saying tonight that you have to lower your standards. Have your list. But before you look at the list of what you're looking for others, looking for as far as characteristics in others that you want to date or have these committed relationships, look within yourself. What do you bring to the table? Can you meet the expectations of this partner that you're asking for? And I'm not saying that just because you're asking for 6 figures, you have to make 6 figures. But I do believe you have to be close, okay? What I'm saying is make sure that you have yourself well together before you have these high expectations of others, okay? As you go throughout your life, be willing to adjust your standards. My co-host said tonight that when he was in his 20s, he said, you know what? I didn't want to date a chick with kids. And now that he's ready to turn 40, he's open to dating someone as long as they're taking care. So be open to taking your list and making those adjustments along the way, okay? And then when you get into these committed relationships and these marriages, don't waste your partner's time, okay? Be open. Every episode, we talk about communication. Communication is so important. Stop getting into these situations or these partnerships and these marriages or these relationships, and you know that you really don't want to accept what it is you have, and now here you are 5 years later, and you're saying, I don't want to be with you anymore because you're 5'5". You knew on day one that brother or that sister was 5'5", okay? Appreciate what you have, I'm not saying settle. I'm not even saying if there's some things going on in a relationship, I'm not saying stay. When you look at your overall relationship, if you know you got a good woman or a good man, you know that they're faithful, you know that they're meeting your needs, stop looking at the exterior, okay? Because we're all going to get older. And those of us that have big breasts, the breasts are going to sag. Those of us that have big butts, those booties are going to drop. Those, like I'm telling you, those you're looking for that chick and you want her to be so perfect looking and then she get stop it, okay? Appreciate what you have and have those open conversations with your partner, but it's all about your approach. Don't go straight to your partner saying, I need you to drop 50 pounds. What are you doing with your health? What are you doing with your own health? And then what are you doing to help them? It's other ways that you can even ask for what you're looking for without really telling them. Come on, baby, let's go to the gym. Let's work out. Let's walk. Or women, like sisters, and it's the men too. You are in the kitchen cooking you're cooking what he eats. Okay?
Control it.
Stop. Seriously. Stop looking at him and saying you need him to drop all this weight, or even men, you need her to drop all this weight. Sisters first, you're cooking these meals, right? You're gonna drop all this weight, but you're cooking the fatty meals. Brothers, you want her to lose weight, but you're still taking her to McDonald's. You're still picking at McDonald's. Appreciate what you have. Stop looking at your friends' lives, because I'm gonna tell you something. They paint this picture, and it's okay that everything is good, and then you find out that everything is not good. Stop looking at TV. Appreciate what you have before you lose it to someone else. Let's go.
I definitely agree with you. So 100% peeled back all the way. But we gotta let y'all know, man, that the Layers Effect is coming soon. February 8th. It's February 8th.
February 7th.
I keep saying 8th. I'm thinking about your birthday. My bad.
I know.
February 7th, the Layers Effect drops. By the way, it's gonna drop, and it's gonna drop hard, baby. Mm-hmm. We going all the way in with the Layers Effect. But next week will be the last show for the Mars and Venus show for a little bit. We're taking a hiatus, a little sabbatical, so we can get the other shows up and running. But still feel free to tune in and chime in and subscribe to our page, share the video so everybody can start looking at it. And then, when we come back, my goodness, it's going to be epic. But I have to shout out a couple of people. One is Black Star Media. Two, AO Live Media. 3, Worldwide Entertainment. And then 4 is our sponsor from the last 3 shows. Was it Christina's Sweet Treats? Is that what it was called?
Sweet Creations. Christina's Sweet Creations.
Christina's Sweet Creations.
Shout out to you because Black Star Media. Yeah, go ahead, tell them.
First and foremost, she brought us the bomb cupcakes this weekend. Mm-hmm. Or was that Sunday? Sunday.
Sunday.
Football. Matter of fact, it was football day. We sitting there chopping it up, eating, cooking, whatever. Man, she brought us the cupcakes. I mean, listen, the strawberry joints had me in heaven. So, sis, if you're listening, we appreciate you so much. Thank you again. And the winner of those cupcakes, the cupcakes should be on the way to you, right?
They were dropped off on Sunday. Yes. Okay. So congratulations, Dominique, who won the cupcakes. We are still waiting for Patricia Austin to please contact myself or anyone else from Black Star Media, because you won a handbag from Shade Earrings and Accessories. So that's another sponsor that we have. Yeah.
So that's the second sponsor. But I also want to say shout out to my producers, my brothers, man. I love y'all to life at this point. I can't say the other word because it's too much of that going on right now. Yeah. So with that being said, this is one of the things that we want y'all to do. Again, make sure you go to the YouTube channel. We're gonna also be on Facebook Live. We're about to open up some more channels, man. I mean, we about to give y'all so many places that you can watch us that you can't have an excuse not to watch.
Right. So we have so many upcoming shows. If you were with us last week on the solo episode I did, I talked about, we have so many. Listen, Black Star Media. You think the Mars and Venus show is something, which it is. Just stay tuned. We have so many up and coming shows. We have the Layers Effect with Miss Ebony. That's my solo show. My co-host has his solo show coming up. Poetic Soul. We have the Threesome show coming up. And I know you're like, threesome? Yes, the threesome. It's going to be 3 personalities up there, and they're going to be talking about everything bedroom. We have the Wolfpack show. That's everything sports. We have so many upcoming shows, okay? This is what we need you to do. We need you to go and subscribe to the Mars and Venus YouTube page. Y'all know us. We love giving stuff away. We gave away some cupcakes from our sponsors. We gave handbags. We've given away lunch. We love doing giveaways. So this is what I need you to do. I need you to go to YouTube and subscribe to the Mars and Venus show. And then I need you to screenshot it. And I need you to email us. Email us at, what's our email address? Blackstar. I got some emails.
It's down
there we
bottom.
go. Look at our producers. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Blackstar Media Group
at Gmail. Okay. Do not DM us. You will not qualify for this giveaway. Okay.
Nope.
Email us a screenshot of you to the page. Okay. Let's not be selfish. If you enjoyed tonight, you have no idea what we have in store. Also, if you are interested in hosting your own show, right, and being a personality, also email Blackstar Media Group at Gmail. If you're interested in being a sponsor, there is still time for you to be a sponsor. Please email Blackstar Media Group, okay? We love you all. We could not do this without you. We do not take for granted anyone. I don't care if it was one person that logged on. We got quite a few logged on tonight. I don't care if it was one. We appreciate everyone for taking time out of their night. You don't work your 9 to 5 or your 7 to 3, and now you join us. We appreciate everyone tuned in, okay? And right I have to say thank you, co-host, because if you know me and been following me, I was supposed to start off with my solo show months ago, okay? The Layers Effect was supposed to drop months ago. However, I got cold feet. I reached out to my co-host, who is also my brother first. I reached out to him. I said, look, let's do this. Let's do this together. And he, without a shadow of doubt, said, let's go. And we got with our production team, and they were ready, and that's what we did, okay? So I got to say thank you for you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you, production team, because I am a lot. I'm a whole lot. Okay?
That's an understatement, but I definitely appreciate that. But we out of here. This has been the Mars and Venus show. Turn that off. Turn that off. Thank you. Don't play the Oscar music on us right now, fam. Anyway, we appreciate you guys tuning in to the live version of the Mars and Venus show. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you didn't like. You know, just show up and support, man. We got to support our own Black businesses and all of the businesses that are minority owned. So we're doing all of that. And I mean, let's build a better community, man. And again, this is Mars and Venus show. Your boy Q Smooth signing off.
And your girl Miss Ebony. Till next Wednesday, 7:30 live, last show.
Peace.
Bye.